Hello and welcome back to Alpha Centauri Alien Crossfire. Last time we just discovered this creature here. Um, we would like to have some info on this square, which is shift and right click, which I'll have to remember. A spore launcher, which is a piece of artillery. Now, I don't know if we're able to attack it, how much damage it will do. And I'm not entirely sure how we find out, but we have got the scores of 1, 1, and 2, which are 2, I believe, is movement, 1 is attack, and 1 is defense. Compare this to, we have no idea how much attack and damage it does. I think, well, we can't move this turn anyway, and I think I'm going to hold the colony pod there until I know exactly where I want to build it, because I don't want it to be destroyed by some kind of indigenous life form. Can we? Oh, we want to go to action and hold for 10 turns, or we're going to go wait, I suppose. Wait. I think what that means is wait until sometime later on in the turn. We will hold for 10 turns, I think. Okay, that didn't seem to do anything to me, so I'm going to try and attack it, and yes, we killed it. Planet pearls retrieved from husk. Energy reserves, I don't know what it said there, but they've increased by the looks of things, which is great. It does take a couple of turns to get through this xenofungus, I think it's called. Yes, xenofungus. Rolling and moist, which is the cancel orders. Well, that's interesting, because that means I now know that you can mouse click to move stuff. Excellent. It still probably is easier using the number pad, but never mind. What's going on in here? We've still got 4 turns left and 5 turns for second scout rover. Okay, well, I don't think there's really anything else we can do here. I mean, we've got this guy. This is a citizen, and he's a worker at the moment, so he's working this tile. If we have a doctor, then it's +2 psych. I don't know exactly what the psych does. It's something that we'll work out later on. I think at this stage in the game, it's not especially important. And we still haven't found anybody yet, which is good and bad at the same time, I suppose. So this is the Uranium Flats. Interesting. What I'm going to do is have a look in the data links. We'll remember that it's F1 for the data links, to try and find something about the city and whether the city grows or not. Where I would find this out, I am not entirely sure. Well, I shall be back in just a moment once I've looked up a little bit of information about the city. Hello, welcome back. I did look up some stuff about, they're called bases rather than cities. I couldn't really find much about them. I don't think that they expand beyond the borders that are established in the map that we had. However, one thing that I did find was these faction profiles, which cunningly tells us all the different factions that we are going to be facing while we play. There's 6 of them here, if I can count correctly. No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't count. Well, I kind of can, as I just proved, but I can't count by just looking at it. Anyway, there's enough of that rant. This is who we're playing as. We're the Spartan Federation with Colonel Corazon Santiago. And it gives us a little rundown of what we're dealing with. We've got +2 to morale, so that gives us bonuses in fighting. +1 policy, So that's highly disciplined followers. However, the -1 means that building things is going to be difficult. So it seems that the tactic to use with this faction is to build lots of troops. They might be cheap and weak, but try and overpower people. So that's kind of what I'm going to try and focus on. One of the great abilities here is that prototype units do not cost extra minerals. That means if we want to develop a new kind of unit, then it's just going to be the cost to build it the first time is going to be the same as from every time after that. Other civs, other factions, in fact, will have to pay something like an extra half or something like that to build the first prototype. So that's going to be good. It means that we should be able to get new, stronger units out quicker than other people. That's the plan. So, in terms of where we're going to build our new base, I think what we want is this Sparta Command here, which has got these... I did not mean to do that. I clicked the wrong thing. Never mind. I meant to do that instead. These tiles with the little green dots, they're going to give us extra nutrients. You know, these tiles here, they don't give you anything unless you build a farm on them. These xenofungus things, they don't give you anything at all. I think you just have to clear them away, which we can't do at the moment. But we're going to use Sparta Command as our, I suppose, base of operations in terms of building up food and making this city big. I'm going to centralize that, and then around it I'm going to have other cities that are going to be focusing more on production of minerals and energy and building troops and stuff. I think that's hopefully how it's going to work out. We'll see if it does. And we've just discovered applied physics, which is great. So that's giving us access to building lasers, which is awesome. Non-linear mathematics. Okay, that's. I hope that we can discover that soon. High energy chemistry is giving us better armor and nerve gas pods. What does that do? That's an ability that you can give units, and you can commit atrocities with it, which is one of the things that you can do in this game. You can commit horrible atrocities using nerve gas and stuff, which I am very happy to do as a military commander that we are. Optical computers, got no idea what that does apart from lead to other things. We can, if we want, I think, have a look at sort of the technology tree, which hopefully is somewhere. Where do we find this? Maybe it's in the data links we can go to. Tech advances? No, that's... well, it's irrelevant at the moment. I'm just going to sort of allow the game to pick the technologies it wants for me as we go along. Let's cancel your orders because I've got no idea where I've accidentally sent you. And we're going to send you over to discover that thing there. And we built another scout rover, which is great. So, what we want to do now, I think, is to go to the workshop. And we're going to develop a new type of... In fact, no, let's develop an infantry. And we're going to give them lasers. And I don't like this at all. Why does he just not have the laser in his hand? Why does it have to be on this stupid turret thing? I mean, can you imagine in the future, the distant future, where we have the technology to move to a different planet and settle on that planet, that we're going to be sending people into war with these weird mobile turrets instead of getting to hold it? I don't know. It seems a bit weird to me. We can't get any armor. The reactors, I think that has to do with movement. Costs power 1, but and we have no special abilities to choose from at the moment. But we're going to try and develop these laser troops, and this is going to be our first big troop. So we're going to apply the changes. done. So now we have, we have our normal scout patrol. We now have our laser squad as well, and we're going to build that. It's going to take 5 turns. Awesome. Got 29 turns until the next citizen, and as usual, it seems that this is the best place to go. And we're getting a nice surplus from things because we haven't built any buildings yet, which is cool. This thing, I don't know why that has activated. Maybe because we've discovered network nodes or something like that. We're going to... Oh, I see. It's because we can use it to complete our unit, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it there because we're going to want to use it to discover some more technology. And this chap is going to go and explore in this direction. We found another monolith, which is always good. I'm tempted to click on this, but I just want this pop-up to come along when we discover them, just so I know. The arcane technology of the monolith has repaired our unit. We didn't really need that, but I'm not going to complain. It's a free repair. Whatever. Excellent, we found another one here, and it looks as though... Oh, we've got another one of those alien artifacts. Looks like we found the border of another faction, which is cool. Right, where are we going to build our new base? I think I want to build it in the Uranium Flats. Because we're going to be able to get some food along the side here. And the energy and minerals that we're able to get from the Uranium Flats, I think, is going to be very useful. So, yeah. We're just going to continue exploring, trying to find out exactly who it is that we're dealing with here, send this unit back there. And basically, we're just going to... Where exactly do we want to build this? I think that the border of the other city is where that monolith is, so we want to build it kind of here. I believe that at some point you can farm the ocean. It's not something that we can do at the moment, but yeah, unless you have one of these things, I think. Let's just have a look at that. And that still gives nothing. Yeah, you need C units to work. I think you build like little platforms or something to work the ocean tiles, which is something we'll do eventually. But we're only going to have 1 or 2 people for a long while in this city, so it doesn't really matter that we're not taking advantage of the sea tiles there. And we've got our soldier, and we're going to use them to explore as well. We were the first people to construct a new prototype on the planet, which is cool. That is the kind of thing that we should be getting in first place with. And then we need to decide what to build next. And I think the network node is the best idea, because then we can have a look at that alien, well, the 2 alien things that we've got, which will hopefully increase our science bonus. And we're going to send this guy in that direction over there. It looks like we've discovered everything over on this side. I suppose, yeah, that probably is the quickest way. Can we sneak around the side here? We can indeed. Excellent. Are we just in someone else's land, or is that telling us the borders of our own land? I think that might be the case. It's very interesting. So we haven't actually discovered anyway. Before we move there, we want to just have a look and see what the hell this is. It is a Nexus, I think is what it's trying to say. Let's click back on this unit and land on it. Ah, the manifold Nexus. Don't know exactly what that is, but I'm sure it will become apparent at some point. Can we move this guy any further? No. But we can move this chap, try and investigate. Oh, we've gone into a pod somewhere. Where's... Ah. Now, one of the things that does happen occasionally is that these xenofungus things turn into these weird mind worms. And they can be a real pain in the ass, especially if you're, trying to fight a war with someone else, and all of a sudden you've got these weird worm things that keep turning up out of nowhere. It's quite hot in this room. Take off my hoodie. Yeah, they're a pain in the ass, and the combat that you fight with them is very different from the kind of combat that you fight with various troops, in that they use these kind of, what would it be, like telekinesis or telepathy or something, but they're mind attacks essentially, and they're difficult to deal with. But we're going to see whether this scout rover is able to deal with them at all. The answer is barely, by the looks of things, but we found a new thing. So we can now get the particle impactor, which is a new kind of weapon, firepower 4, which seems pretty awesome, and we're able to discover super string theory at some point as well, which will lead to the chaos gun, which looks amazing. Look at that, firepower 8. Cool. These pop-ups are kind of interesting because I'm never sure exactly what we're going to be researching next, and I guess you probably can choose, but I'm not going to particularly bother with that. And we didn't kill that in one, but it looks... Let's cancel the orders for that. Looks like we might be able to... Oh, it seems that the mind worm attacked us, so I'm going to move away from it because it's going to take us a turn of movement to get through that xenofungus. And I think that thing isn't going to do too much trouble to us right now. Is this the best place to build our base? Probably not. Probably we'll want to build it here so that we have access to this and this for sure. Well, that thing's attacked us anyway, and we've killed it. We need to try and heal up this unit. This thing is going to hold there for a while. We'll just explore this tiny little quadrant of land, and there's another thing there, and another small, what do you call that? It's a bridge, a land bridge, whatever a land bridge is called in real life. We're going to construct our base, a new base. I really hope this isn't too close to our old base. If it is, we'll deal with it at a later date. This is the first Spartan base since Planetfall. However, Captain Svensgaard of the Pirates founded mankind's first base since Planetfall. Never mind. We're not especially about expansion. We are about expansion in essence, but we're going to do that through taking over other people. I think this is the best thing to do. This is going to ensure that we grow quicker with this city, which is cool. So, continuing to explore, and hopefully we'll find someone soon that we can declare war on. And we built a scout patrol in Ironhome. Did we really want to do that? Is that because we had some like excess stuff or something? I don't know. What do we want to build now? More troops, perhaps. It's possible. If our main city is going to be the one that we're going to build all the buildings in to, boost up efficiency and make sure that the labs are producing the most that they can, then this city, I think, is going to be the one that is going to be building the most amount of troops. If we're going to be building troops there, then I think that we really want a command center, because then that's going to give our units that we build there better morale. We're just going to go to the help to have a look at this. So this repairs damaged ground units quickly. Ground units built here receive 2 morale upgrades. So that's cool. We want that. That's going to be the center for our attacking stuff. So let's build ourselves the command center there. Go back to Sparta Command. Yeah, we'll build a network node. 19 turns, 20 turns to growth. Yeah, fine. Good. And we will just send this person up there just to explore that little corner. Send him there to see what that is. A robot power pod has set up solar collectors in this area. no idea exactly what that means, but I'm sure it will tell us. Now, can we get this unit to wait and heal? Or do we need to send it back to our base to heal it? Maybe. I'm going to hold it there for a turn or two and see if it does start to heal. Anyway, that is the end of this episode. We'll hopefully next episode discover another faction, because it's very lonely here, and although it might seem that I want friends, all I really want to do is just destroy everybody else on this planet and win through conquest. Anyway, thank you for watching. I look forward to having you join me on the next episode. So see you then. Thank you.